Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Jonas Kramat, one of the trainers of the Kenya Live program. In today's video, we're going to look at two-part analysis. This is part of integrated reasoning, which is the new section in the GMAT focus edition called Data Insights. So let's begin. So basically, two-part analysis, you'll be given a question, a paragraph per se. Then after the paragraph, you'll be given a column that will have the choices that you're supposed to choose. So the format of this type of question, you'd have like a question. This is in the form of lines of text that basically form a passage or a paragraph, right? So for the passage, you'll be given lines of instructions. So basically these instructions are basically the question you examined on. So after going through the passage, you go through the lines of instructions that you're given. Then from then on, you can able to scan through the answer choices and select the best answer choices that fit the question that you're asked. So what follows the lines of instructions is a table that is usually in the format of 3 columns. The first 2 columns basically include a list of about 5 choices or 6 choices. Then the first 2 lines, then the last. The first 2 lines, let me just draw it graphically here. You'd have 1, 2, 3 columns. Okay. So the top here, you'll have the title for each column. Then you'll have like 5 dots in the first 2 columns. Then you'd have like lines of text that indicate what each row or which each choice is all about, right? So your job is to select 2 answers, that is 1 answer per column and not 1 answer per row, so 1 of each, right? Take note of that. Don't go choosing 2 answer choices per row, but 1 answer choice per column. Like in this first column you choose 1 answer choice, this next column you choose another answer choice. All right, then after that you're able to submit your answer. So 2-part analysis question types take the form of quantitative questions. Basically this would require you to apply your knowledge of algebra to the questions that you're provided, or sometimes you'll have two-part analysis questions that take the format of verbal question types, which most of the time would require you to use or apply your knowledge of critical reasoning to the passage or the information that you're being provided in that question. All right, so take note of that. Make sure you know or understand your concepts in verbal and in quant before you actually start tackling such questions. All right. So strategy to use in tackling these type of questions. First of all, very crucial to scan through the question. Just take a general look at what the question is all about. Scan through to see like how big is the passage, how much time you're going to spend tackling that question, so that you're able to plan yourself well and be able to tackle the question efficiently and be able to get the correct answer as quickly as you can. All right. Then summarize the information provided. This would require you to go through the passage, go through the lines of text in the paragraph that you're given, make sure you understand. Then in your head have a summary of what all that information is all about. Point of note also, you could have like a notebook on your side, or when you're doing the exam you'll be given some template. So note down the critical information or the numbers that would really require you to remember before you actually go and do the question, right? Then practice table interpretations. All right, this would require you to now, if you're given a paragraph that contains some information, and then answer choices are given, sometimes you'd be given information, the passage will come in the form of a table. All right, so it's up to you to read the passage, then scan through the table you're given, then go through the answer choices. Most of the time it will appear in the form of a table, as I discussed earlier, that has like 3 columns. So make sure you're able to be able to scan through the table and interpret or understand the information that you're given there. All right. Then fourthly, read the instructions below the written scenario. The written scenario will be the passage of the paragraph that you're given that contains the information that you're being tested on. All right. After that, make sure you understand the question, the instructions or the lines of text that contains instructions that you must that the examiner is basically testing you on. So make sure you understand that, because you don't want a scenario where you end up answering the wrong question. All right, so make sure you understand the question and then scan through the table to find the correct answer choices to the question you asked. All right, then lastly, answer only using the information given in the passage or in the paragraph. Don't use outside information to answer questions in two-part analysis. Make sure you've understood the passage, the paragraph you're given, you've understood the lines of instructions that follow that paragraph, and answer questions or select the answers that reflect that information that is given in the passage. All right. With that, I think you'll be good to go. Most likely than not, you'll be able to select or be able to get the correct answer. All right. So till there, I hope the basics of how two-part analysis questions are is well understood to you. So let's look at practical examples. So you're free to pause the video, then after which you can go ahead and tackle this question together.
You are watching Success with Bob Mwiti Show, presented to you by Upstack America. Upstack America is a consulting company that helps immigrants find amazing higher education and job opportunities in the tech industry in the United States. You can find our programs by going to www.upstackamerica.com. Upstack America, we wake you up to the unlimited potential.
So the question reads, France Furniture accepts a contract to supply furniture for a new hotel that features small suites rather than single rooms. The suites are designed in two sizes, called a junior suite and a senior suite. Under the terms of the contract, France will supply 2 upholstered chairs and 1 ottoman for each junior suite, and 1 love seat, chair, and ottoman for each senior suite. If the contract calls for 224 chairs and 56 love seats, how many ottomans are required to fulfill the contract? And how many junior suites will the hotel contain? All right, so this is a passage that is given by the examiner. So it's up to you, of course, to scan through. This is not a long passage. You can be able to tell that you can do this in 2 to 3 minutes and get the correct answer. All right. So secondly, information that you're being provided here that is critical to answering this question. First of all, we're being told that this hotel contains 2 types of suites. One a junior suite and a senior suite or suite. Then France is being told to supply 2 upholstered chairs and 1 ottoman for the junior suite. And secondly, a love seat, chair, and ottoman for the senior suite. So we can put the senior suite as 2 here, then the junior suite as 1. All right. If the contract calls for 224 chairs, all right, and 56 love seats, first question, how many ottomans are required to fulfill the contract? And secondly, how many junior suites will the hotel contain? First of all, how many ottomans are required to fulfill the contract? So from this information, we are being told that each junior suite requires 1 ottoman, all right, and each senior suite also requires or needs 1 ottoman per suite. All right. Then given that we are given information about chairs and love seats, and we know from the information here that love seats are only needed for the senior suite, and they need only 1 love seat per senior suite. All right. So if they need only 1 love seat per senior suite, that means that we'll also have for the senior suite, let's just write here that information here, you would need 56 ottomans. All right. Then for the junior suites is where we really need to now decipher how many ottomans will be needed for that. All right. What we're being told here is that we need 224. The contract calls for 224 chairs. All right. Meaning, if you look at the senior suits, they will need 1 chair per suite. And from the information we have here is that we have 56 love seats, meaning we also have 656 senior suits. So with this, you can tell that we'll have, just draw that here, love seats will also be 56, and also chairs will also be 56. All right, hope that's clear till there. So given that information, we can go back to the senior suites and see like how many chairs would be needing in the junior suite. So if you've already used 224 chairs in the senior suite, 224, we can subtract that because what we need is 56 chairs in the senior suite, and we know that we have a total of 224 chairs. If you do that subtraction, that will be 8. 11 minus 5, that's 6. That's 168. So meaning in the junior suites will have 168 chairs. All right. Then a point to note is that in the junior suites will have 2 pairs of chairs per suit, per junior suit, meaning that we'll have if it's 2 chairs per junior suit, meaning divide this figure by 2, that means we'll have 84 suites, 84 junior suites. This is 84 junior suites. All right. So if you have 84 junior suites, our question is asking how many Ottomans are required to fulfill the contract. If you have 84 junior suites and we also needed only 1 Ottoman per junior suite, meaning we'll also have we'll be having 84 Ottomans in the junior suites. All right. So number of Ottomans to be required is the 84, the number in the junior suites, plus 56 number in the senior suites, which gives us 140. All right. So number of Ottomans would go with 140. All right. Then secondly, how many junior suites will the hotel contain? From this information, you can already tell that we did our calculation and found that the only way to find out the number of junior suites is determine the number of chairs that would remain after we have deducted the chairs that go to the senior suite. All right. We did our calculation here. It was 224 chairs minus 56, which gave us 168. All right. So this was the first question. Second question, 168. Remember that in the junior suites we had 2 pair of chairs per suite, so we did 168 divided by 2, which gave us a total of 84 junior suites. So our answer here is 84. All right. So that is basically how you tackle. This is an example of quantitative reasoning in action in 2-part analysis type questions. All right. So let's attempt another question. Another example. So example 2. An international basketball tournament should be held in either nation QN or nation RN. Exactly 6 nations, including the host, plan to participate, depending on the following conditions. Condition 1, I can just write here, 1, SN will participate only if TN does. UN will only participate if either VN or WN does. All right, this is the second condition. That condition, let's write 3 here. WN will not participate unless the tournament is held in RN. All right. So based on the information provided and assuming WN participates, in the first column, select the nation that must also participate, and the second column, select the nation that will not participate. Make only 2 selections, 1 in each column. All right. So we have the information here, our passage here, giving us information of participation by these different countries. We have QN, RN, SN, TN, and UN, right? And also VN. So those are 6 countries are participating, and then there are different conditions for through which different nations would participate in, the conditions that they would participate in. All right. So based on the question asking, based on the information provided, and assuming WN participates, so WN, in the first column, select the nation that must also participate. All right. So let's deal with the first column. For WN to participate, we're being told WN will not participate unless the tournament is held in RN. So if you are told that assuming WN participates, that means that the tournament must be held, or it is being held in nation RN. So for the tournament to occur, so out of the list of nations we have here, so given this condition, it means that RN must participate. All right. This is just an example of verbal reasoning at play, and this would require like basic critical reasoning skills to select the correct answer. All right. Then the second column is asking which nation will not participate. So the conditions were SN will participate only if TN does. So this does not apply in a scenario, so we can cancel that out. UN will not participate if either VN or WN does, right? This is a condition that that is important to us. So WN will not participate unless the tournament is held in RN. So which country will not participate? Given with the information that we're given here, we are told that UN will not participate if either VN does or WN does. And we are being told in the instructions that WN participates, meaning UN in this case will not participate. So answer choice UN. The answer for this is UN, right? Again, remember it is one choice per column and not one choice per row, and that is how this question we tackle this question correctly. All right. So with that, we come to the end of this video. Kindly join us in our GMAT training sessions. We elaborate these concepts. We also tackle other question types and give you practical examples of how you'll tackle them given in an exam scenario. Thank you.